Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. I'm Brother Mike, and we really wanted to discuss uh, the actions of these people against Brother Robert Brooks. I watched the video. Um, I did not see this brother doing anything out of the way where they were stopping this brother. And the brother looked very thin. He appears to me as a thin brother, and he does not appear to be fighting back. But I think the most important thing that I'm looking at is the hate. When I seen all of those men, it reminded me of Sandra Bland. That's Sandra Bland, the sister they had the hot water. I could be mixing her with another sister. But when the police told her to drop the water and everything, it was that spirit from that officer that I'm starting to recognize when you could tell something is about to go left. So I watched the video, and the sad thing about it is this: we ain't seen nothing yet. What they did to that brother, what they did was horrific. It was demonic. That's an enmity, and they're showing themselves very badly. Now, the thing that I'm also noticing is this: I'm quite sure they are already getting their heads and minds and heart built up for Trump to get in office, and for him to sign whatever paperwork for leniency or whatever they want to call it, but they do not get charged. That's the thing, brothers and sisters. That's going to be the blow. Yeah, they go send out, probably the brother's family go get some millions of dollars or whatever the situation may be. But to the African American, you go get slapped in the face. It's like we already see it. It's like it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's like we gonna have to sit there and just brace ourselves for this. And it looked like about 7 of those guys. I don't think not one is going to be stuck in prison. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the history of these people. I don't think that they're going to be doing any time at all. Only thing we are witnessing right now is absolute disrespect as a people. That's what I'm noticing. That's what I'm seeing. And it's just going to get worse. So now you got the hate that's coming from this nation. And don't get me wrong, you got some brothers out there they just as heated as the little twisted officers are. But we have a just hate because we're tired. We've seen enough. The world has done well more than enough. Shalom, Brother Dave. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. This is what's going on, brothers. I mean, it's nerve-wracking. And see, the thing is, when we look at this, brother, we see ourselves, especially young to old black men. We see ourselves. I don't care how old you are, how young you may be, but when you look at that brother's skin tone and you look at the history of this world, we have that in relation. These people, what they got going on, bro, I'm serious. And this is how they get the year started off. This is how they get it started off. Hey, um, I don't think that, I mean, I just flat out, I don't see no time. Let it go through the court system. They're going to be working on their appeal with their Messiah, Trump. They're already getting that geared up. I'm quite sure that's probably the first call they made. They called the lawyer, then they called, hey, we want to make sure that we're not going to do no time. That's what I'm seeing. This brother, the way they was beating him, I seen one guy. He was standing up and he just like took his foot and rammed it into his stomach, kicking him in his groins. And they grabbed the brother. They grabbed him, and he was pretty much limp. They had a spirit upon themselves. When that spirit is seen, Israel, somebody is going to, yeah, there's going to be a death. We have seen it repetitiously. That's what we have seen. We've seen things come in, and we see how things are going to play out. Before they can finish one case, they have another one already brewing. And I'm quite sure the sister that was in was it Springfield, where the officers took her life. I don't even think they're in court yet. Before they can put something else out there. I'm serious. This is this stuff is going to hit the fan. If this is what they're looking for civil war, if it's just being disrespectful, we already got that. But to take that brother's life, there's been in Canada. I just need to get more information about it. But this hate, when I say we are under attack, we are under attack within and outside coming in. And we will have to start doing something about this because, I mean, what? This is going to wear and tear on brothers and sisters. It's going to do that, no matter how you see it. It's going to go down in that way where one time too many, something's going to blow up. Something is going to blow up. I remember that when they did that 9/11. Was it 9/11? Yeah. And they were so scared. The nation was so scared. They want to show unity at that time. They want to show blacks and whites holding hands. I never will forget that. They were scared. The Gentile was very scared. Well, I ain't gonna lie, they did trick. They tricked us. But once they got themselves together and the dust settled, they was right back on the same old grind. That's what they was on. This killing of this brother in custody and in handcuffs. This is what they did. Now, you brothers, imagine that. Matter of fact, the lawyer was speaking with the son and the father of Brother Brooks, and they was watching the video from what they were saying. And imagine that now. That's your son or that's your father that's being beaten the way they was beating him. And it's as if they didn't care that there was a camera. That's another thing. As if, all right, we see the camera. And for the guys that was there who just standing up, I mean, what, you just as guilty. They were in the spirit. Whatever that spirit was that was into those men that was doing all the beating, they stood there. They just as guilty as anybody else. They said it was a nurse also. I didn't see the nurse. But this is out of hand. And where is it? No, let me stop that one. It has always been out of hand. But when this election passed, and hey, Biden is on his way out, Trump is on his way in. Oh yes, you're seeing firsthand what they think or what they are hoping to prove. And brothers, I'm telling you, you brothers, sisters, get your mind set on some unnecessary, what's the word they call it? These people are not going to do no time. That officer that took our sister's life in Springfield, whatever time he did, all right, fine. Trump, he's going to sign off on it. He's going to sign off on it. And in the middle of a war, they go free them up. And so when you free them up, what you think that's going to put inside in the other officers' heads? We can do this here. We got at least 4 years to do havoc and get off. That's all he's saying to this nation. That's the very serious scenario that is more than likely will happen. Now, I could be over exaggerating, but the actions of this nation, no, I don't think so. I do not think so. What they got going on, and we as African Americans, this hate is what they pushing out, bruh. I mean, I don't know, but if that was my son, I can only imagine what his father was feeling like. Because I think they said the brother was like 47 years old at his passing. Now, if that's your son, for you brothers and sisters out there, if that was your son, you tell me how you gonna feel. And at the same time, I mean, it may be hitting your house personally, but then think about the other brothers and sisters that went through the same thing, that are no longer here. Just think about that. Let that come in. How much more are you supposed to take? Now, I'm not trying to raise no insurrection or anything, but it's going to wear and tear on you. It's going to wear and tear on you. We can sit here and talk. We could talk about this all day long until we blue in the face, because one day, it's going to reach a point where it will be like, no more. No more. Because right now, they are on a high to have Trump in office, their Messiah. Brothers, this flat out just do not look good. It does not look good at all. Trump is going to show himself. And those officers, they will be released. The family, yeah, they go to go out there and print some money for them and everything. That's all they're going to do. Here you go. All right, you got a few million. Go waste your money. And that's how they're going to look at it. That is exactly how they're going to look at it. And then there's going to be another incident. Same thing. They keep on throwing money at the problem. And we the ones who are allowing it. I'm serious. This is crazy. Orange Jesus. That's what you call him. Yeah, I tell you. But Brother Dave, the thing about it is, man, I'm looking at it like this. My son stands about 6'3", 6'4". My son is a big boy. Just turned 19. And see, that's the concern. I mean, you see these things happening, brother. And see, they're not gonna understand how I feel or how you feel, Dave. They cannot imagine that. You're gonna have to wear my skin in order to feel how I'm feeling within. If that's something like that happened with my son. Because now I'm serious. I'm everything, like this here, I can just say, hey, man, now how would I get down if that was my son? You start taking this stuff a lot more personally. There's some mental effects that can happen, bruh. This stuff what they got going on, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Wait a minute. It's like we get it's like, I don't know, brother. Dave, let me tell you something, bro. This stuff, it's going to hit a boiling point. It's going to hit a boiling point. I mean, what? They're taking our sisters out. The sister that was pregnant, and the police officer stood in front of her car, shot and killed that sister. Now, what's next, man? Some toddlers walking around holding their bottles, and the police officer go say, "Hey, I thought it was a gun." A toddler getting shot down now, bruh. I mean, it's like I'm getting to the point where I can't put nothing past these people. I cannot put nothing past them. Sisters are getting shot down just like brothers now. That's what's happening. They're getting shot down just like brothers. And at the same time, the sad thing about it though is this: when are we going to wake up? When are we going to truthfully wake up and say, "Hey, this is an epidemic. What's happening to black people?" George Floyd, yeah, that was a wake up. But then once that dust settled, we went right back to the norms. That's what we did. Well, I believe that too now, Dave. I do. But man, um, how many more of us got to go down before this major turnaround? How many more? I mean, man, what? I don't want to get that phone call. Hey, Mike, you need to get back home. Your son is in the hospital. The reporters, Chicago PD came upon him and did some things to him. Brother, ain't nobody, not one brother is trying to get that phone call. Because now all you got to do is put me into a war mentality. You don't supposed to have feelings. And that's what I'm seeing from these people. Like you said, hey, let it happen. Let it happen. Nigga, please. That's just like me telling you, hey, look here, let these black people have it. No. I'm looking at it like this, bro. The way this world is moving, as if you being a black person, you don't supposed to have feelings for your father, your son, your mother, your sister. Hey, whatever the police officers do, hey, you need to stand back and let it do what it do. This is the action, and this is what they're saying to us. Stand back, let this happen. Let it happen. Bro, I'm not even trying to entertain that. I'm serious. You know, it's like, hey, black people, we need for you to turn off your, turn love off, turn off your, and that's what their action is saying. Turn your love off. We'll let you know when you need to turn it back on. We'll try to do it before we can get to the gravesite. This is what I'm seeing, bro. This is what I'm seeing. And these people, they tend to taking this stuff for granted. And they're walking about as if they're walking on air. Like this is a privileged position for them to be in right now. That's what I'm seeing. You know, it's getting, I mean, bro, I mean, I don't know. It's easy to say these things. It's easy to say these things. But when it's your child, it takes on a whole different plateau. When it's your father who is sitting there minding his business, he's unalive by a policeman, your mother, your brother, your sister. Man, come on. Mm-mm. And I'm just trying to figure out at the same time, why are they so scared of a man that's in cuffs? And the man, this brother is very thin, and it's like what? It's like it was like, well, like maybe 7, 8 of those guys, and they was not no small guys. I think the brother was the smallest guy in the room. That's why I'm man. Mm-mm. This is hold on just for a moment because I want to post something in this thing. Nope, nope. This is hold on for a moment. Boom. All righty, this is what I'm gonna do. Now that's the StreamYard for anyone that's out there that want to get on and voice their opinion about what's going on. There you go. Because this is we just getting this started. This is what, the last day of 2024, and this is what this is the introduction to 2025. Hmm. This is getting out of pocket. Shalom, Sister Zenobia. I just posted a StreamYard where you come on if anyone want to come on and things. But this like I said, sis and bro, I do not put nothing past these people no more. And at the same time, you know, we had our earlier discussion about the hate that's within. We have two battles that we have to contend with, and this is stuff that we have to. We're gonna have to really work a lot harder on. I mean, you have brothers out here that's mine. Well, I ain't gonna say it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I don't think this brother was sin was about to happen to him. But I'm quite sure after so long, yeah, he knows. He probably figured, man, this not gonna work out well. It's not gonna work out well. Yeah, you're right, Sister Zenobia. And the same thing was with the sister. It was just that one man, because you had the two officers, but you seen two different spirits at the same time. The bigger one, the way he come knocking on the door, I said, "Oh yeah, this is going to turn out bad." He was wearing the devil's get up. He was wearing it, and now the other guy, that guy seemed like he kind of broke down. But the other one, no, he was like, "Oh, she gone. Yeah, no. You don't need to do nothing else." The sensitivity. I mean, I just don't see. I don't see. Shalom, Sister Anita. Shalom, Sister Van P. This stuff, what they're pushing out, brother. I'm serious. This is we got a lot of stuff that's happening all at one time, and you still have the hate. They make time. They have made time to show their hate. Did I? That's what they did. They have made time to show their hate. Wait a minute, hold on. All right, you know what I can do? Hold on. Boom. And that's the link. Okay. But it's sad that this is how this stuff is going down. And see, the more you sit up here and you that you uh voice your opinion, your concern, and it seems like it falls on a deaf ear. That's what it seems like. Everything is falling on a deaf ear. But when it's real, when it's at your doorsteps, for some brothers and sisters, I heard some brothers say, "Hey, I don't know," and this brother here, he was an older brother, and he said this. He said, "Now these Negroes in this area, that's all they do is sell drugs and so and so, so and so." I said, "Yeah, I understand what you're saying on that." But then I said this, Shalom, Piggy D. I said this. I said, but it'd be your innocent grandchild that will get hemmed up by the police officers. But then that's when it's going to be real for you. That's when it's going to be real. You go feel the hurt of injustice done to a black man who's minding his business. And he may appear, and listen to when I say this, he may appear to look thuggish. When do your appearance make you guilty? Only when you're uh, only when you're black. Only when you are black. That's when your appearance gets you judged and hemmed up from a hateful nation. That's it. That's what we see, and we feel it. Now, Sister Zenobia, when was the last time you got a phone call about one of your kids or grandkids and an incident with the police? And that's for anybody. You don't want to get that phone call. But some of us have gotten that phone call. And for the brothers and sisters out there, and they see the video, we look at the videos, yeah, we go get upset. You know, ain't never enough. Because we know where it's coming from. But the world is telling you, turn your emotions off when you see things like this. Turn it off. There was one, it's an older video, uh, where the brother was being very cordial to the officer. The brother's girlfriend or wife was sitting behind the driver's seat, put it that way. They had uh, their daughter in the back seat. And I know some of you all know the video I'm talking about. And so the brother said, "Hey, I have a weapon, and I have my license and everything for it." It's in, he was in his bag. And then the officer said, "All right, I need for you to go back there and get it. Reach back and get it." And he lit the brother up. He literally lit the brother up until it got so bad till the brother's wife, that was sitting behind the driver's seat, heard her husband breathe his last breath. And that officer got off. He got off. He got off. Brothers, mm, um, these things, they're going to start to add up. They're going to get to, it's going to be a balloon effect to eventually, there's going to be a blow up. There's going to be a blow up. Oh, you know about him. All right, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Dave. But no, but this is Zenobia. Zenobia, you got to turn your emotions off. Whatever love that you have, you got to turn it off. This is what this little demonic system is telling you what you got to do. They're saying we got you in captivity and we need for you to turn that love off. And we don't care how you got to do it, but you got to turn this love or caring thing, turn it off. Yeah, all right, yeah, fine. You may win in court. We can print the money. No problem. Give it to you. Go ahead. Because it's not going to stop their hate. It's not going to stop it. But this is 2024, the last day. The last day. I don't know if y'all seen that video of that brother, because it was like he was in a hospital or clinic or getting checked out, and they was kicking him all in his stomach and his groin and everything. The brother was in handcuffs. Handcuffs was behind his back, so they can't say he was throwing blows. And I never once seen the brother spit at them. One of those guys probably had a bad day, had an argument with his wife. What do? Take it out on the brother. Why was all of those people there for that one little bitty brother? When I say little bitty, the brother is thin. He's a thin brother. Mm. Um, well, you know what, brother? You about right about that Esau effect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. When it's all over said and done, brother, that's what it's going to boil down to being. This is that struggle for two nations. So-called African Americans are waking up and they claiming what is justly theirs. That's what they're seeing. And see, now that's the last thing they need to see. And there's too many black messiahs out there now that they cannot keep up with. This is what's happening. There's too many of them. And they're not just brothers. You got sisters out there screaming from the hilltop of who they are, who we are. That's a fear that they're entertaining. And that's a fear that is really truly cutting them to the heart. And they're showing their disdain for this awakening. They are shalom, Sister Nisi, shalom. I tell you, this is on a whole, brothers. I mean, this is just me. I could be wrong, but I'm almost guaranteeing you, not one of them is going to do time. The Messiah Trump, and they're going to work things out for their behalf. Yes, he go leave his legacy. He's going to. He's going to do just that. And we are the ones who will have that. We got to bear some more heat. We got to bear some anger. Um, I understand that. I mean, sister, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I'm not going to turn mine off either. But that's what they want. They stand there. They got used to us standing by back in the days, back in the 60s, the 70s, even the 80s. They got used to it. But then when the incident in what was that? Watts happened. Okay, they still clown. They look for things to get started, and they look for things to get out of control. Now imagine this. Now, Shalom, Sister Donna. Imagine this now. If that was January 6th of last year, if that was Negroes that stormed that building, and each and every last one of you brothers and sisters know it would have been a bloodbath. Oh, they would have played that from. They probably would still be playing it right down to this very day. African Americans storm the Capitol. They would not leave anything to the imagination of all the blood and the killing of our people if we would did what the Gentiles did. They probably would have made a movie by now if something like that would have happened. They would have named it probably Birth of a Nation Reloaded. I mean, I don't put nothing past them. But this is the thing that they're gearing themselves up for now. This is what they're gearing themselves up for. They know they're going to have a war. But brothers and sisters, it's the unnecessary nonsense that's going to come with it. A lot of them going to start taking things into their own hands. We want to bring back hanging. And they've been bold with this stuff. They've been bold with it. When our kids right here thinking they minding their business, they walking home from school, what? They have these kids, like kidnapping other kids. The young brother that was it last year? I think it was last year. And he was telling his mother, if anything happened to me, these are the people who did it. And they found their brother's body cut up last year. His head was literally missing from his body. Brothers and sisters, good night. I mean, brother, you know what? Truthfully, if you're looking at any video, if you zoom in on one of them, if they have that spirit of Satan, this is going to be bad. It's going to be bad. But it seems like that they, what's the word? Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, that's gonna be biblical. They nurse this hatred. They nursing it. Like they sucking on a mammoth's titty. That's what they say. You know, and they nursing it. They are literally nursing this, and they expect, like I said, sis, for you to turn your love off. Let us do what we're gonna do. We'll let you know when to turn it back on. But it's going to happen one day, brothers and sisters. Um, Sister Nisi, ain't nobody gonna make sense out of that the mentality. You cannot make sense out of their mentality until it is reversed. And the only ones that need to understand that it's not going to be us. It's going to be them who's going to understand. Oh, this is how they felt now. This is how they felt. See, right now they cannot feel it. They can never understand it until they are put in our position. Mm-mm. They started this. Now, who that nation is going to do that to them, that remains to be seen. But trust and believe. They getting themselves geared up for this. They do not want to see themselves in judgment. They even teach this in Christendom. Oh, we're all God's kids. Hmm. You do not see them preaching anything about the prophecy and revelation. Those that put you in the captivity shall go into captivity or to slavery. They don't want to. They want to read it, keep it moving. Do not try to break it down. Do not try to explain it. They do not want to see themselves in judgment, because when they start to see themselves, they start to understand there will be some lives taken within that captivity. That's what they go. I mean, they seeing that. They gonna have to understand this. Yeah, but you had your little Gentile daughter. All right, no problem. You're gonna feel that hurt. You're going to feel that hurt. They're going to feel it, and it ain't gonna be nothing nice. It's not gonna be anything nice. This is one time I would say, Israel, it is a blessing right now that you are not in their predicament. It is a blessing because you do know the judgment that is awaiting them. The Most High, He said, hey, I love these people. Although they're being disciplined, I still love them. Touch not these people. But what do the world do? They take His warnings and they just throw them to the side. And they go and they do anything and everything to His people. It got to be a bubble effect this bubble is about to burst. And let's not get a misunderstanding. I am not talking about an insurrection. No. I think but what's going to happen on a grander scale is going to be by means of the Most High's hands. And truthfully, um, I think it's going to be the people that's already here. They're saying that they talk about invasion. That's past tense, truthfully. I think they're already here. They're just looking for the word go. I think that they are looking for the word go. Once they say go, boom. Now they go understand our pain. They're going to understand walking about butt naked. They're going to understand that. They're going to turn around and they're going to start understand why is they beat me. Everything is going to happen to this nation. You have done it also to a worse degree. That's when they're going to understand it. They're going to have to be put in a position to understand that. 11:59 and counting for Edom. Shoot, so I'm gonna tell you something. Something is about to go down. I'm serious. This is mind blowing. Well, and I ain't gonna say mind blowing because it's not something that we haven't seen before. But when you're getting the not necessarily what this is what you're stopping with the end of the year with this here, and now you go take it on into next year, and then at the same time, and for you brothers and sisters out there that voted, I don't care if you voted for Trump or Biden. Truthfully, that does not concern us, but some of them think it does. But when it's all over, said and done, those will be the same people that will come back and turn on you. But you voted them in. You voted to give up your authority and to give them your authority. Israel, that's what you did. And they come you gave them authority to rule over you. Now, when you say rule over you, you need to understand this. When you say rule, that means he come in and slap you in your face because you gave him that power to do just that. He's ruling over you. You gave him the power to do just that. I don't think a lot of these brothers and sisters understand that. Shalom, Sister Patricia. And this countdown says, I'm serious. This countdown for this nation. Who? Yes. Yes, I'm serious. We we have an issue, a very pressing issue. We have our own selves to contend with. And we got the hate that's going on within us. And we have a battle, not only within the community. We have a battle outside of brothers and sisters that are not awakened yet. We have so many different battles that we got to fight. Now I'm really coming to understand. What was it? Isaiah chapter 65, where the Most High said they would learn war no more. Brothers, I'm serious. We've been fighting from day one. The day we came out of our mother's womb, we're fighting. We are fighting. And it's like, it's going to be a blessed time when the day that we can just put our hands down and say, we don't have to fight no more. I'm serious. You know what? Nubila. I can't get your first name, man. I'm on my cell phone. But I do understand what you're saying. But and I think the thing that I'm looking at is they know what they're doing is wrong. And then at the same time, they'll turn back around, come on TV, and they go to court, and they'll shed some tears out. Oh, I was wrong. I was there. I mean, whatever. That's what they do. But the moment you stand up and you fight back, you open up a door for them to take your life. But when somebody is choking you, now they're saying this brother, they He was suffocated in order for him to on your throat. This is how your body reacts. Your body need oxygen. What you think your body's going to do? Your body going to start moving around, start fighting because it's been restricted. It's called I would say common sense, but some things I tell you is ridiculous. But if you go, your body is fighting for oxygen, and they taking your combativeness, it is absolutely not combativeness. It's called a will to live. They want to circumvent your will to live, and then go call it, "Oh, he was fighting back," but you got you stopping him from breathing. But now, the moment a black man does that to someone, oh no, we got to take him on out. But yeah, it happened in Minnesota. I remember that, Sister Nisa. Yeah. Mm. See, I'm noticing. I mean, I heard. I mean, I seen. Let me see. Three, three brothers. I mean, two brothers, one sister. Speak about this brother's his death. Now, I mean, it seemed like they got us in a place where it has to be horrific in order for it to get our attention. All right, you had another black brother that sit there, well, got beat up, and then they took his life. Mm. They're like, okay. See, it's like we're becoming numb to this stuff. Which in essence, we should not be complacent with anything of the kind. We shouldn't be complacent with it. Now, granted, they the news will always say it. Oh, he was in jail because he stabbed his girlfriend. Yes, but that's a tactic for the people out there. Well, I mean, hold on. I mean, all right, uh, he stabbed the girl, or whatever the situation may be. So then they start turning a deaf ear towards, you know, to the cause. But this is what they do. It's a tactic. That's all it is. That's all it's going to be. I tell you. Who? Hmm. I never forget. There was an was last? I think it was last year. What was his name? Pastor Kelly. He had his when the guy went into not was it Dollar General, and his cousin was in the car, and the guy came out the store and took her life. See, yes. Now you take that brother's emotion. Take his emotion and tell him, all right, turn your emotions off with that. But he can tell you how he felt for him to get that phone call of his cousin being gunned down. Yes, it's becoming more common for this stuff to hit home now. That's what that's what's happening. It's becoming common for us to hear these things. Now it's coming more so close to home. Well, yeah, I got you on that one now. You know what? And it is overwhelming because now this can happen to you. You're walking down the street minding your business, and you may have a cop out there that's had a bad day. I don't flat out care about your day, but that's don't come messing with me. But then when you start to defend yourself, the first thing they do is put their hand on that gun. Let me tell you something about Esau. The gun, their gun, is like their God. Look at all these movies. They always want to show, if you have a skinny Gentile white girl, the gun is nearby bigger than she is. And then you have the other ones. The gun. It's always a gun in majority of movies. That's how they live. Now, when Jacob told his son Esau, "You will be the fat of the earth," he's living it. He is absolutely living it. That's what he's doing. He pulling out any type of, I mean, everything what they're doing about guns, that's his get up. That's all he wants to know and ever know. What's the word? How do they say it? Kill, destroy. What was it? It was three of them that was all laid down on Esau. Conquer, destroy. It was something I forgot all three, but they doing it constantly. And the world, truthfully, brothers and sisters, are tired of them. They're not tired of us. They're tired of Esau. They're upset at Esau. They're setting a trap for Esau. That's what's happening. They are literally setting a trap for Esau, and he's going to fall for it. They feel, hey, we're the strongest nation in the world. This is what Esau is saying. We can't be conquered. We will never see death. We will never see mourning. We will never be slaves. Yeah, okay. That's their mentality. This is what their desire is. But we must be alert. We got to stay sharp as the going ons around us. That's what we got to be. I mean, we're brothers, and for some brothers, it ain't just the police that's the problem. We can be our own problem at the same time. Well, could be. We are a problem for our own selves too. For the brothers and sisters that may have living in those like crime-ridden neighborhoods. Yes, we have so many different battles, brothers and sisters. That's the reason why I said we are always fighting, because we are in a world that we do not belong in. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to being. We have a battle. We have a battle constantly within ourselves and outside of our atmosphere. We have to dive into prayer like it. I mean, 3 times a day. It's like your prayers have to be from the time you get up until the time you lay down. That's how our prayers literally have to be. We can't necessarily say 1 and 2, 3 times a day. No. Mm-mm. And that captivity, I tell you, it is something else. This captivity, whew, my brothers and sisters, I do hope, and I'm hoping and praying that the Most High shows His hands. I do, because to keep on, one day it's going to get so close to home. I mean, It's like, I mean, I don't know, brothers. I could be wrong, but it's like, I think brothers are going to start taking matters into their own hands. Just like George Floyd, they kept people back, and they were literally witnessing this brother dying before the cameras. I don't think brothers are going to sit back any longer and let that happen again. I don't think they're going to do that. No, I don't think they're going to do that. This old wicked system, this Satan system, this I, I understand now why brothers and sisters are fasting and praying. They seeing something on the horizon. They're understanding something of a magnitude is about to happen. They seeing this stuff. Wait a minute, hold on, sisters. No, what you say? Nope. They are going to throw up their hands like the dogs. Shoes. Sis. Hmm. I mean, if that happens, okay, no problem. But the thing I would say this, uh, this is hmm, I think what it is, my issue is I keep playing my son as this victim because I mean, what they send a young black boy, young man walking about minding his business, and you know and then I seen little bitty bitty white girls in a suit, police get up and hop in some big guy's face, and it's as if she's saying, "I dare you." That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a whole lot of dares being put to our young brothers. Shalom, Sister Yvonne Daniels. That's what I'm seeing. I dare you to step up to me. But one time they go dare, one time too many. That's what's going to happen. That dare is going to be a reality that they cannot handle. Now, and for you brothers and sisters, I'm gonna say this: when that time do come, when that first mm, boom hit the nation, it has nothing to do with us. Ain't no such thing as no kumbaya. It ain't no such thing. We sit around a campfire eating marshmallows and graham crackers and chocolate. No, we are a set apart people. We need to maintain that from now and going forward to who we are. We're separated people. And the moment we understand that and we do that, we understand, oh no, we ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with y'all. Y'all wanted this stuff. We ain't got no problem. No, I don't have a problem with China. I don't have a problem with Russia. I do not have a problem with Iran. I do not have a problem with North Korea. Brothers and sisters, we are set apart people. We must maintain that mentality because when it gets to it, when it gets down to it, the Most High said, I'm going to have the king of the north and the nations. Are there not some other nations with the king of the north? Yes, it is. Are they cowering down to the west? No, they're not. Are they people here on this continent right now? Yes, they are. The setup is already here, brothers. The setup is already here. Because once they start and they start to show up and show out, it has nothing to do with us. Nothing. And this is how we should be getting down. That set apart spirit should be in each and every last one of us. It's already been stated that military, brothers and sisters, you got to ask yourself this: where do you think they go get those kids from? And who will be the ones on that front line? Who going to be those kids on that front line? These people have got themselves hemmed up, and now they're looking for these Hebrews to volunteer their kids for the front line. We'll give you a medal and a folded flag and a few dollars. Oh, we're going to make the dollars a little bit difficult now. But we thank you for your service. That's what they're talking about. Brothers and sisters, this set apartness, we must maintain that. We must maintain it. They're doing things, they're showing their disrespect towards us, each and every last one of us. This situation, Brother Brooks, he's not the last. He's not the last. He's not. And then especially when they start to lay down their laws so that they can get them up out of jail. All it takes is their Messiah, the orange one, to say, hey, you go, I forgot what's that word. We're going to give them immunity. So, brothers, my thing is this. Yeah, they're going to give it to them. They're going to give them that immunity. Brothers and sisters, I'm so sorry. I hit the wrong button. It threw me off. Sorry about that. Sister, no, you got to. Yeah, we back. What had happened? I hit the wrong button. I was on my phone and I was turning it around. hmm Yeah, but this is the thing, brothers and sisters. I think we just need to maintain this set apartness, and I think that minor thing, we know that we need to hit that a whole lot harder. And the more we start hitting, knowing that we are set apart and we believe in that, we live in that, that's the stronger we are going to become. But I do know that there is an what's the word? Um, it's an uphill battle. It is because we have our own people that we have to contend with, and then at the same time, you talking about some mentalities and some things that was taught that we have to get away from, and especially that of the religious sector. So, Sister Yvonne, I think they're already showing their true colors. I think they're showing their true colors now. Uh, no, I mean that's what I'm thinking. They're showing, they showing their true colors off the top. And then especially when Trump got it, is about to go back into office. Yes, and you know what? And they saying that this World War III. No, they are expecting this to last for like 3 years. That's what they're saying. So now, if this thing lasts for 3 years, I don't know. I just really, truly don't know. Yeah, I mean, their darkness is there, Their heart is all dark. It's all about conquering and destroying. That's all they know. Esau is still upset. He's very upset. It's like he's trying to regain a birthright that he can never get back. He took his own birthright for granted. That's what he did. He took his own birthright for granted. I mean, it wasn't that Jacob tricked him or whatever. No, he wanted a bowl of soup or whatever, and that's what he did. I mean, it is what it is. But more importantly, it was also prophesied. Now that's the thing. It was you would not going that right there was never going to be taken out. That prophecy was going to be fulfilled. Whether he ate a bowl of soup or whatever, it was going to be fulfilled. That's the thing. They, yes, they do. They feel. I mean, what? If you want some drama or something, yes, they know what they hit up our neighborhood. That's what they do. They know exactly where to go. And if you do have one of us riding around in their neighborhoods, yeah, trust and believe, you will get pulled over. What are you doing out here? Are you lost? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But all of this dumb stuff that they're pushing down on us, our people, they know for a fact you got all of this hate. Won't you send all these people back? And you're talking about a massive, they're talking about a massive deportation. Now, they know good well they're not going to send African Americans to Africa. That's not going to happen. All you're doing is going to make their track a whole lot harder. That's not going to happen. That's going to be the Most High. Period. Because the moment you intellectual brothers and sisters get there, ain't no coming back. There's no coming back from that. And they know we cannot recolonize Africa now. You allow the people that we did not want there, they're there. That set apartness, well, it'd be like a fast drying concrete, something that they cannot control, something that they cannot break easily. Okay. Hey, how you doing, brother? I just realized who you were. All right. You turn your last name backwards. All right. What is it? Wait a minute. How do you pronounce it? Hold on, bro. Sorry. Sorry. Brother, I'm not even gonna mess with that. I mess your name up so bad. But shalom, though, brother. But these are the things, brothers and sisters, that we need to be looking at, and that set apartness is one of them. that we really need to be maintaining from a deep-seated, heartfelt obedience to the Most High, because we are set apart. We're the only people that get slapped around. As I mean, it happens to other nations, but not as much as to us. Period. And then not to sit here and that we're trying to be feeling sorry for it, but the world already knows that we are the most persecuted people on this planet, no matter where we at. Yeah, and that's what it is now. This brother, he has his family. Well, he had his family, but now the family have to lay him to rest. And now, when the Most High said, "Touch not my anointed, touch not the people I bless," he means that. But this world has 400 years, 400 years of showing their disrespect to the Most High when it came to his people. And what did they do? They took it too far. That's what they did. Israel, I'm not going to hold you up. We wanted to come out and say what's going on in this world, because we have a whole lot of stuff that's going on in this system. And so we must continue to stay set apart, stay prayed up, because we're going to get some disturbing news. That's one thing we're going to get. We're going to get some disturbing news. But until then, you brothers and sisters, stay faithful. Keep your head on the swivel. I'm serious. These last days are something that we need to be paying attention to. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there, and shalom.